Hello everyone, welcome back to Kiran's English Hub. So in this video, I'm going to teach you 7th class Unit 4 grammar, and here we can see that Unit 4 consists of Tenali paints a horse, Dear Mom, and the Emperor's new clothes. Let us get started with the Glossary of Reading A. Look at the Glossary of Reading A. Wit. Wit is a noun, and also wit is the ability to say clever or amusing things. That means being knowledgeable or having more wisdom. Next, jester is a man kind of joker, simply. Okay, a man who tells jokes and funny stories. Gestures is signals with hand, like hand movements, signaling with hands and all. Next one, stallion is adult. Okay, male adult a horse is called as stallion. Next, look at the vocabulary. Have vocabulary here. Fill in the blanks with suitable words given. You have 5 sentences. Let us look at this, and you have 5 options above. Okay, so you have to fill them in the suitable fillers here in the context. So, okay, look at the first one. Birbal was a dash in the court of Akbar. Remember, if at all you are given just this question and the same 5 options, if at all they are given, remember, you can eliminate one option simply. How? Look at this. A is given. Okay, so after A, you will only get the words which start with consonant sounds. Okay, but imagination is vowel sound starting, so that's why you can eliminate imagination. Okay, next we have 4 options in hand. What are they? Covered, jester, pleased, penalty. So Birbal was a dash in the court of Akbar. So we are speaking about a person who was a joker or a jester. So here you will get the first option of this fill in the blanks. Okay, so first one is this one, jester. He was a joker. Okay, next, teacher was dash with the nice work done by his pupils. This statement is in the passive voice, so after was you need v3, and here you can see by. Okay, because there is no v4 at all, so only v3 is needed. How many v3s are there? Okay, now how many options will you eliminate? Only one is here covered, another one is pleased. Only 2 v3s are there. So in these two, which one do you need? This is one shortcut. Okay, so the teacher was covered or the teacher was pleased. Pleased means felt happy. Okay, so the teacher was dash with the nice work done by his pupils. Pupils means students. Okay, students have done some work, so the teacher was happy now. So how do we use it? We have to use it with the second one, pleased. The teacher was pleased in the sense the teacher felt happy. Next, Sharda paid a dash for not paying the fee on time. Sharda paid a dash. After A we need consonant. So second one is, oh sorry, third one is over, and also fourth one is over. Only 1, 2, 3 are there. And here after A we need consonant sound, but again this is vowel sound. So only 2 are remaining, covered, another one is penalty. So Sharda paid a covered for not paying the fee, or Sharda paid a penalty. Which one do we use? When we pay late fee, we get penalty. That is the third option. Okay. Next, when I visited Kashmir, the mountains were dash with snow. Afterward, here again we need V3 because the statement is in passive voice. Now we have only 2 options. One is imagination, another one is covered. So which of these two is verb form 3 here? Covered is verb form 3. The mountains were covered with snow. Okay, so here fourth one is covered. Next, you should use your. After your, remember, you need noun form. Your place, my book, okay, his pencil, our money, okay, these type of words. So after them, after these possessive adjectives, you need noun form. So which is the only remaining noun form? Here you can find out tion, the words and in these spellings they are nouns. Okay, so you should use your imagination when you look at a painting. This is the fifth option you can use. So this is of, you eliminate all unnecessary options with the little tricks or grammatical tricks that you have. Next, second option is, instead of having 5 options for each of the filler, you will have only 3 or 4 options when you eliminate. Okay, that is one benefit. Now look at this. We have some phrasal verbs here. A phrasal verb is a phrase that consists of a verb and a preposition or an adverb or both. So a meaning of which is different from the meaning of separate parts. So in phrasal verbs, you would have kind of one is a verb, another one is preposition, or you might have another adverb along with it. Okay, look at this one. You really caught him out, sir. You really caught him out in the sense. Look at this. Perhaps painting is so good that he can't bear to part with it. If you look at these two words which are in bold, these are phrasal verbs. The phrase caught out means showed that somebody does not know much. Okay, that means he's caught red-handed kind of. That means he doesn't know anything. The phrase part with means to give something or somebody else, especially something that you would prefer to keep. Okay, that means simply it is to share with somebody else. Okay, now consult a dictionary and list other phrasal verbs beginning with catch. So you have to use the phrasal verbs like catch out, catch up. Okay, all these different phrasal verbs would be there with the word catch. So I have to write all of them down. Write some sentences of your own for each phrasal verb. So after writing all that phrasal verbs down, you have to write sentences. You have to put them into the sentences. Okay, like practical work. Okay, now read the following passages, circle the phrasal verbs and guess their meanings. You may choose the meanings from the list given in the box. Write the phrasal verbs and their meanings in your notebook. Write one sentence of your own for each phrasal verb. Now in these two small paragraphs, you have some of the phrasal verbs. Now the meanings of those phrasal verbs are also given here in the bracket. You have to find out those phrasal verbs and get the meanings. Okay, now look at this. Ramarao house was robbed of. What do you mean by robbed of here? Do we have all the meanings? No, we don't have, I think. Okay, what do you mean by robbed of here? Robbed of means stolen, but that meaning is not given. Okay, robbed of is a phrasal verb, meaning is stolen. Next one, Venkateshwar Rao, the inspector of police, was looking into. What do you mean by looking into? Looking into means investigating. Look into is in the sense to search or to investigate the case. Release the picture of the suspect and ask the people to look out. Okay, look out means look at this. Okay, look out means it is to notice someone. Okay, just if you find anybody, notice him. In a press release, he said that he had some clues and the robber could not get out of the case. Okay, he could not get out of the case in the sense he won't be out. That means he won't escape it. Could not get out means would not escape. You can go with the avoid or escape meaning. Next one, Banu joined a new company in the beginning. She had problems with her manager, but now she is getting on. What do you mean by getting on? Getting on is to manage. Okay, she is managing. Getting on is one phrasal verb with her new boss very well. Initially, she had problems with her paying guest accommodation too, but the superb food her host served made up for uncomfortable room. Made up means, but the superb food her host served made up for the uncomfortable room. Made up in the sense it is kind of began kind of meaning would come. Okay, next, now the problem is with looking after. Look after is to take care of someone. The host children, they are like little devils. God knows how she would get through this. It is to get through this, in the sense to get succeeded, okay, to go through all these problems. Next, made up, we can here go for the compensated, okay, how she would be compensated and all. Okay, next, look at the idioms. Third section, read the following sentences from the play. It is only fair if he doesn't make good his boast. Okay, so what do you mean by make good his boast? Okay, look at this. The underlined phrase is an idiom. Okay, so that is simply an idiom, we can see there. And idioms, they have different meanings when you use them in the sentences, and they are called as colloquial languages. Colloquial languages means not the languages which are so perfect or so grammatically correct, but they are kind of, regular usage words. Okay, so an idiom is a phrase similar to phrasal verb. This is almost similar to phrasal verb. You have just learned that you have learned above. It is difficult to guess the meaning of an idiom by looking at the individual words. Okay, see the words that you see directly, literally in the idiom, they have different meanings from the original meanings of these idioms. So it is difficult to guess the meaning of an idiom by looking at the individual words. So do not ever confirm the meanings just looking at the individual words. Here, make good means to carry out a promise. So he doesn't make good his boast, in the sense he doesn't carry out the promise. Some other idioms that begin with make are all this: make merry, make do, make it, make the most of something, make something of yourself, and make like. Okay, so these are all the these ones idioms that you can make use of just with the word make. Next, look up these idioms in a dictionary and find out what they mean. If you look at this, here you have some regular idioms. So for your TET examination, you should use up to 3 or 4 idioms, sorry, 100 to 150 idioms, and here we have got 4 idioms. Please note down all these idioms in a notebook. Look at the first one, once in a blue moon. My friend eats non-veg once in a blue moon. Okay, what do you mean by eats non-veg? Once in a blue moon is to do something or anything very rarely. Okay, so when you do something very rarely, you call it as once in a blue moon. Next one, bury the hatchet. What in bury the hatchet? It is, hatchet is kind of problem. It is to end some fight, end some conflict, or end some fight. That is to bury the hatchet. Next one, to make both ends meet. To make both ends meet means to earn well, or earn enough money. Okay. Next one, to burn the midnight oil. To burn the midnight oil is to work throughout the night, work or study throughout the night. Okay, when you even do some work during the night, that is called as burn the midnight oil. Next, look at this. You have already learned that an apostrophe shows the meaning, something belongs to some or another. So when you use apostrophe, apostrophe of s or apostrophe, we understand they both give the meaning of belongingness. Okay, now it has another use. When one or more letters are omitted in a phrase, an apostrophe is put where they have been let out, thus making it a short form of the original word. From the forms are used when we write a conversation, as it was done in the play you read. However, when these elements are used as the main verbs, Kamala is a lawyer, are used for emphasis, I will do it, they are not contracted. So when you use them as the main verbs, remember, you cannot use short forms for them. For example, look at this. Full form is cannot, short form is can't. We have apostrophe of we. I am, both are same. Will not and won't. Okay, so this is long form, this is contracted form. I would, just you can use apostrophe of the. You will or you will, both are same, apostrophe double L. Now pick out some short forms, contracted form used in the play and write the full forms in your notebook as shown above. Now this is one activity where from the text you have to pick out some of the contracted forms and write their full forms in your notebook. Next, read the following conversation between Sharada and Usha and rewrite it in your notebook using short forms wherever necessary. So here, wherever necessary, you can make the short forms and you have to write them in your notebook. Let us look at this conversation. Sharda, what are you going to do after school? Okay, so what are you going to do after school? Is it any necessary to use any phrasal verb, sorry, the contracted form here? No, we cannot. Next one, I'll go home and take rest. Here you can use one contracted form. One, what is that? I will. Okay, so you can use double L, right? Next. Then, when will you cook for your children? When will you cook for your children? There is no short form here. We cannot. I need not cook today. I have made some pulihara. So here I have, here we can use I apostrophe V. Next one, we will, again we can go for V apostrophe of double L. Next, I forgot to tell you this. I planned a quiz for 6th class children. Are you coming tomorrow? Next, I will not. Again, this one you can make the same as I will. Okay, the first one, apostrophe of double L. I'm taking leave for 2 days. Why? Are you going somewhere? I would, here for I would, you can make one short form, that is I apostrophe of D. I would, I had, both are same contracted forms. But my mother-in-law is visiting us tomorrow. Then you will have a hard time. Okay, you will, you apostrophe of double L can be used. Next, I do not think so, I don't think so. You can use don't. Okay, these are the contracted forms you can use in this section. Next one, adverbs of manner. You have different types of adverbs: adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, adverbs of place, adverbs of degree, adverbs of um, frequency. Okay, next one, adverbs of certainty. All these you can use. So in this you have adverb of manner. Let us see, this is a revision actually. So adjectives describe nouns, like money is safe driver. Here you can use, this is article, safe is adjective and driver is noun. So here this adjective is used to modify the noun here. Adverbs describe verbs. Okay, so here if you look at this, drives safely. So here safely is the adverb which is used to describe drives. Now we can make adverbs from the adjectives by adding ly as shown below. Okay, so here you can see there are some adjectives and we can add ly, and when you add ly they become adverbs. Look at this, safe, if you use ly that becomes safely, drive safely. Next, eager, ly together they become eagerly. So these are the adjectives and these are the adverbs using ly. So adverbs of manner can be formed using the adjectives in this case. However, you should remember that all adverbs are not formed in the same way. For example, you can't add ly to the following adjectives to make adverbs. Okay, not all the adjectives can be used to make adverbs. Okay, for example, good and fast. We cannot make adverbs here using them. Okay, so fast is directly used both as the adjective and adverb. So good is again another adjective which you cannot use as the adverb. Okay, now adverbs of manner, they tell us in which something happens. So they are usually placed after main verb or after the object. Okay, look at the following sentence from the play you have read. The coaches are waiting eagerly for Telali to bring in this painting. Next, Telali looks at the giggling coaches angrily and walks out. So these two are the adverbs underlined. So in the first sentence, the adverb eagerly comes after the main verb waiting. So here, this is the main verb. So after that, we can see adverb here. In the second sentence, adverb angrily comes after the object. This is the object. Angrily is the adverb here, which is used after the object. This is object. Okay. Now complete the sentences with the correct form of the words in the bracket. Tick against the sentence where the adverb of manner is put after the object, and put a cross against the sentence where the adverb of manner is put immediately after the main verb. Okay. So Sriram speak English. Okay, so which one can we use here? Can we use adverb or adjective? Correct English or correctly English? We can go with correct English. Okay, next one. He speaks English correctly. We can use the word correctly here. Next, Salim is a dash tailor. Can use careless as it is. Next, he makes dresses carelessly. Okay, these two are the adverbs in this case. Next, we always speak dash. You always speak loudly. Please speak. Loudly we can use here. Here we, instead loudly we can use quiet. So we have to go with quietly. You always speak quietly. Please speak loudly. Okay. Next. Be dash do your homework. Okay. So be careful. You can use, and do your homework. Correct is used. You can make that into correctly. Next. Nandu is a dash reader. Nandu is a slow reader. Adjective. He reads books very slowly. Here this is adverb. Next, please be quiet. We can use this sentence as it is. Or do your work quietly. Okay. Next. My mother shouted dash when I showed my progress card. So my mother shouted loudly. Okay, this is another adverb. Please listen carefully. Okay, another adverb here. PT Usha is a dash runner. She is a fast runner. She runs very fast. Both of them can be used as this. Here this is adjective, fast, and fast here is adverb. You cannot use fastly. Fastly word itself is not there in English. Fastly is a wrong word. Never ever use that. Next, Ragavati is a dash teacher. She is a good teacher. You can use. Next, she teaches very well. Okay, good teacher teaches very well. Next, look at this editing. Read the following passage. Every numbered sentence has an error. Identify and edit it. So all of these sentences, 5 sentences are there. 5 sentences they have errors. Identify those errors and edit them. The oddest fellow on my class. So when you use class, you have to use in my class, not on my class. One error. Next, all of us is plural. This is indefinite pronoun. All is plural. Okay, so all is followed by plural, that is were. Next, he always had a catapult in his hand and was an excellent shooter. See here, excellent, that is referring, or that is modifying shooter, which is a singular noun. Here we have to use an before vowel sound e. So he was an excellent shooter. Next, his favorite targets were birds. Continuation, that is. Next, he would stand under a tree, take aim, or you can go with take an aim, and shoot a pebble with the catapult can be used. So only error we can add here. Or he would stand under a tree, or you can also go for near a tree. Okay, not under a tree. Next, the next moment, a bird would fell down. A bird would fall down. Would is followed by verb form 1. Okay, so these are errors you can find. Next, you have writing exercise. writing skills. So next, study skills are there that you have to do by your own. Next one, listening and speaking, that a teacher will take you through that listening and speaking. Next you have glossary, where mysterious or mysteriously, that means strange or strangely. Scared is when you are afraid or frightened. Haunted is believed to be visited by ghosts, like haunted person or haunted building we say, which is possessed with ghosts. Have a fit is to be very shocked or upset or angry. Self-raising flow, like the flow that contains substance which makes cakes swell when they are cooked, like we call it as soda. Next one, gran is grandmother, or some of the cases they use as granny, N-N-Y. Okay, so granny, they mean as grandmother. Okay, that's it. Okay, students. So this is it for this fourth unit, and then the next unit, I will be teaching Unit 5 textbook grammar. So do not forget to subscribe before you could leave, and also share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching.